So continuing then to look at the pitfalls of remote working in a bit more detail, one of the areas to consider is around social isolation. So you do miss out on office and in-person interactions, which can make it a little bit more difficult to build those strong relationships. I know we've really moved into quite a digitalized world now, but there is something to be said about those personal and face-to-face interactions that help with relationships and people being socially part of the work environment that they're in. And sometimes disconnected employees might feel that they're experiencing negative mental health issues. It is often said that remote workers can work longer hours, so while they may be more productive and maybe more efficient, you need to make sure that this isn't going to the extreme, because sometimes remote workers feel that they need to work more hours to prove their worth, and there becomes, this is the biggest part for me, a real blurry line between work and personal life, and it can almost feel like you're constantly on call, whereas in the office there is a moment where you have to turn off your laptop, shut down, get in the car, get on the train, walk home, cycle, however you get home. There's a real definitive endpoint. There isn't that of remote working. I know I've done it to myself. When I'm working from home, I might nip out to go to a Pilates class or something and leave my laptop on and continue when I get home. There isn't quite that definitive line. And that can be a challenge to disconnect work from your home life, and that can have long-term impacts. There can be an increased strain on teams where there isn't face-to-face communication. And People Management recently reported that in the recent years, there's actually been a 44% increase in bullying claims in employee tribunals in the UK. Now, it is difficult to know that this is purely related to remote working without going into the level of detail below, but it's a stat that is quite interesting and something worth bearing in mind.